And it's not just D-Day for Salman Khan, but also for his co-actors of the movie Hum Saath Saath Hain. Saif Ali Khan, Tabu, Neelam and Sonali are all facing charges in the Black Buck case. The actors arrived in Jodhpur on Wednesday with fans swarming the airport to catch a glimpse of the stars, while Salman Khan is facing charges under Section 51 of the Wildlife Protection Act. The other actors have been charged under Section 51 read with Section 149 related to unlawful assembly of the Indian Penal Code. The maximum punishment under Section 51 is 6 years. The prosecution in the case has argued that all the stars were in a gypsy car that night with Salman Khan in the driving seat, who shot at and killed 2 of the black bucks he spotted. The prosecution accuses Salman and company of fleeing from the spot on being chased. Meanwhile, the defense has refuted all charges until now and said that the prosecution has tampered and fabricated evidences, also roping in fake witnesses to prove its case. And joining me for more is our correspondent Jessica. Jessica, this is a crucial verdict expected today. It is especially significant as it involves big Bollywood names for an incident that happened almost 20 years ago.
Absolutely, Shivangi. And this incident is not important only because it involves very high-profile celebrities, but also the fact that this has taken nearly 20 years for the courts to finally decide as to what will happen. And one cannot say what will happen today, but as you also pointed out while reading out that piece of information to the viewers, that the minimum jail term he could be serving is 1 year. The maximum could be 6 years under the Section 55 of the Wildlife Animal Protection Act of 1972. That is perhaps what we're looking at, and also it could probably turn around. And you've seen multiple times in the court, 20 years ago, multiple court cases in trial courts, Rajasthan High Court acquitting him, and then a plea moved in apex court to challenge the High Court verdict by why was Salman Khan acquitted when there was proof. So all this given in place, one will have to see as to what really happens today. And of course, as you pointed out, it is going to be a crucial verdict for Salman Khan, who's endorsed many advertisements. He's also coming up with a lot of television shows. He's almost signed up 3 multi-crore, multi-billion, rupee movies. So of course, one will have to wait and watch on what happens to this career. Or will he be left on his own this time around again?
Right, Jessica, could you just take us through and throw some light on the arguments from both sides, the prosecution and the defense?
Well, the arguments have been, quite so on the lines of the fact that Salman Khan was never party to this, and he was the villagers who claim to have seen him in that village, along with other actors mentioned in this case, were not party to this. And that is what the defense at least is trying to prove. The prosecution says that the villagers did see them. They were in that car. They saw him, gunning down 2 black bucks in that particular village area, where the village community is responsible to protect the endangered species. And important to highlight also the fact that black buck is an important endangered species. They're almost extinct. And the fact of the matter is that anyone poaching or killing these particular animals or deers is going to be put behind bars, and it's a serious offense, because in India the laws were strengthened to prevent the extinction or the endangering of species which seem to have been gone missing with time because of illegal poaching activities. So given that in mind, arguments were made for both sides. The defense says Salman Khan was never really seen inside that village, but the prosecutor says that this is not the case. The villagers actually saw him.
Right. Jessica, this case has prolonged for 20 years. In fact, one of the accused is on the run right now. Do you think there might be some closure to this case today?
Well, Shivangi, it could be. This is an important question, because closure is what a lot of people are looking for, especially the prosecutor. And for the prosecutors who've been going court to court, door to door, to ensure that Salman Khan is penalized for what he did 20 years ago. Shooting a movie, killing 2 black bucks is not funny. You got to ensure, you got to be staying within the limits of the rule of law and the policies that the country has in place. And While fun poaching could be another thing for celebrities, it is not. It is important to protect and preserve the environment and the wildlife of the country too. So there's a direct conflict between the two, and we've seen in the past also Salman Khan has been acquitted in this case from the trial court, from the Rajasthan High Court itself, and which was again then challenged in Supreme Court. Supreme Court said no, this has to be heard on a fast track cases, and that is why in 2016 it was reopened again, and that is why the trial court is again going to give a verdict today. Of course, we can expect under Section 55, as we were talking earlier, of the Wildlife Protection Act, he could be serving a minimum of 1 year in jail if found guilty. But we still don't know whether Salman Khan will be behind bars or will be roaming free, because the judiciary needs to be trusted with all its sort of inferences and analysis.
Right, Jessica. Thank you for getting us all those details. We'll be coming back to you, of course, when the verdict comes out to decode that for us. Thank you so much.